Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about a really famous book called Brave New World. It's a story about a very, very strange future. So let me ask you something. Can you imagine a world where nobody is ever sad? No crying, no anger, no pain, just happiness all the time. Sounds pretty good, right? Or maybe not. Well, this book is about a world that tries to be exactly that. A perfectly happy place. But we're going to see that their idea of perfect is, well, it's pretty different from ours. Okay, let's start with part one. We're going to take a look inside this strange, happy world. What's it actually like to live there?
So life here has some very special rules. First off, people aren't born. They're made in factories. And from the very start, everyone is given a special job to do for their whole life. There are no families, no mothers, no fathers, and there's no real deep love like we know it. They even got rid of all the old books from the past. Everything is controlled.
But what if someone does feel a little sad? Well, they have a fix for that. It's a drug called Soma. Anytime you feel bad, you just take some Soma and poof, all the sad feelings just go away. You just feel happy and relaxed. Okay, moving on to part two. Now we're going to meet two very important people in our story, and they are completely different from each other. On one side, we have Bernard Marx. He lives in this new, perfect world, and he follows the rules. But he doesn't quite fit in. He feels different and a little bit alone. And then we have John. John grew up in the old world, a place they call the Savage Reservation. He was born naturally, to a mother, and he loves to read old books, especially from a writer named Shakespeare. So one day, Bernard decides to take a trip. He travels to the old world. And that's where he meets John. And now for part three. This is where things get really, really interesting. Bernard brings John back with him to the new world. When John gets to the new world, he just can't believe his eyes. He is completely shocked by what he sees. He thinks the people are like robots, always taking their Soma to be happy. For him, it's not real living. John tries to tell everyone that real feelings, even sad ones, are important. He believes that people should be free to choose and free to feel. But the people in the new world, they don't get it. They think John is just weird. They actually like their easy lives, and they don't want freedom if it means they might have to feel sad sometimes. So let's talk about part four. What's the main idea here? What is this book really trying to say? Well, the whole story asks one huge question. What does it mean to be truly happy? Is it better to have an easy life with no bad feelings? Or is it better to be free, even if that means you'll feel pain sometimes? Let's break that down. In the Brave New World, happiness is easy. You just get it from Soma. And there aren't any real choices. But in John's world, happiness is real, which means you have both good and bad feelings. You have the freedom to choose, and life can be difficult, but it's also truly human. Okay, on to our last part, part five. How does the story end? Well, it leaves us with one final big question to think about. In the end, John feels so alone. He just can't fit into the new world. He tries to get away, to find a quiet place, but he just can't find any peace. And this is the really sad part. In the end, because he cannot live without real freedom and real feelings, John kills himself. So the story leaves us with this question. It's for you to think about. Would you choose an easy, happy life if it meant you had no freedom? There's no right or wrong answer, but it's definitely something to think about.